What's happening, Wargamers? Welcome to the Meditations for Star Wars Shatterpoint Battle Reports, and this game. First of all, I'm going to preface it all, finally got a win in. I think this is like Battle Report number 20, and I think this is like my 5th win or 6th win or something like that. So it's rough, but finally got a win in. Before I talk about what's going on with my side, how do you feel about your force, or your strike team, your squads?
I think that it is a thing about force. You know, I think that the big takeaway from this game was your force economy was just so much better than mine. Oh my
goodness, was it ever? Like when I reshuffled, I had of my 6 force, I had 5.
Yep. You were always able to do the things you wanted to do. I had a lot of situations where I was, especially towards the end of Struggle 1, where I was losing a lot of steam because I just didn't have the force to do the things I needed to do.
Yeah, no, that's very true. And unfortunately, the places where you spent the force, you didn't get a big return for a lot of it, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. I think Anakin spent, I think, 5 force this game, maybe 6, because he jumped. He did his
you did
double attacks.
You did 2 jumps. Did you just do the 1 double attack?
No, he did twice.
Oh, yeah.
So he spent
6 force
throughout the game, and
at least one of those double attacks did net you a KO, like a wound, but yeah, not taking out Dooku at the end there.
I think the big takeaway from my team was you have a lot of characters. You have Ahsoka, Luminara, Anakin, who really want to spend force, or Barriss too, with her force push. They really want to spend force, and not having a way to get it back in any way.
Yeah.
Really started to hurt.
Yeah, having no force refresh, you burn through it pretty quickly, and I think through necessity in a lot of cases.
Oh yeah, I don't think I was being cavalier with it and just throwing force everywhere.
Yeah,
but I think it is it's night and day with your team.
Yeah,
I always had the force.
I think what really came down to it is I think you were playing a team that wanted things to move a little bit faster, and that first struggle, because it stayed around that middle point for so long, it was just a really slow grind, and I just kept getting opportunities to grind you down further and further and further, to the point is I think everyone on your team, except for Luminara and Anakin, got wounded.
Yep.
Right? Granted, you did dish out 3 wounds onto me as well, so you did put some decent attrition out as well. But I mean, I got some better top decks. Like having the Magna Guard in reserve going into the second struggle
was very good.
Was very good for me. The Super Commandos, honestly, they were some major MVPs for me.
Yep.
In this particular game, I will say this: you did a great job locking down Cad Bane.
Yes.
I wanted to use his ability so often, it's just nope, he's engaged. That's just what happens. He's engaged.
That was very much a goal early on, to try and stop him from going crazy, and then he proceeded to go crazy anyways, which was great.
I haven't used Cad Bane a lot, but I'm glad he kind of showed up for this game and did some cool stuff.
He did.
I will say this: I had Django over here just to kind of be a nuisance, do a whole bunch of not so fast and capture wires, and I only got 1 activation out of him this whole time, and. He did some cool stuff, and he kind of helped lock down this area. But yeah,
I think weirdly enough, because we all piled onto that one, and I did make that one active in the second struggle. I think having a lot of characters who have pull shenanigans and mobility shenanigans just kind of made that moot. You know, everyone just piled in over there. Defensive maneuvers wasn't going to do anything. Jumping wasn't going to do anything with Ahsoka.
It was a dense location.
Yeah.
Which really kind of came down to it, and it was a scrum.
Yeah.
And honestly, Barriss did some good work over here.
Oh, Barriss did amazing.
I like what she did this game.
Shout out to Barriss. She's great, actually.
Yeah, no, Barriss did a lot of really good work, and I mean, she did some really solid stuff, and unfortunately, she's not supposed to stand up to Dooku, right? That's kind of what it comes down to.
No, she feels weirdly. It's a weird niche she fills. She's not a glass cannon because she doesn't hit very hard, but she does move very quickly. Yeah,
she moves very fast, and she has a lot of interesting opportunities here. No, I like her. I think overall your team did fairly well. I think what kind of hurt you is Anakin unfortunately took too many actions to do what he needed to do.
Yes.
When he came up here and left Dooku on 1, that was rough. That
felt bad.
That was rough, and I've been on that other end of it, so I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
It's rough. But yeah, and that's kind of unfortunately the reality of Anakin. He's very dice reliant, right? And it's very hard for him to if his dice aren't coming through, he's not going to do what he needs to do.
Yeah, I feel like he's filling a very similar role in the team to Vader, like the current Vader. He wants to
Just
be that
without the
beat stick.
team-wide stuff.
But he doesn't have the team-wide stuff. He doesn't have the ways really to add extra die apart from Barris, of course. But
yeah, no, it's unfortunate, and I think that's what happened here. Like, you had some good plays. It's just there was a couple key roles where it just didn't follow through for you.
which happens.
It
nice
happens.
game.
I mean, how many times has that happened to me, right? Like, it definitely happens. And I think you stayed decently focused throughout the game as well. I think the big thing was really just because I had the Magna Guard that I was able to like, put into reserve very early on, and I pulled, what was it, into a Shatterpoint?
Yes.
No, it was a Shatterpoint into Dooku, into Magna Guard.
Yep.
Which was just for the second
Such
struggle.
a phenomenal side, especially while I've got characters on this side of the board.
Oh
who
yeah.
Aren't holding enough objectives.
Yeah, I mean the Clone Commandos being down for so much of it as well didn't hurt or didn't help. The ARFs being able to be taken down as well. Like, yeah, like because I think the play of the game for me, at least anyway, was the Super Commandos taking out Barris, freeing up engagement for Cad Bane, punching the ARFs, and then Cad finishing off the ARFs. Right.
That was a phenomenal turn. That I don't even think it won you the struggle. I think it won you the game.
I think you're right. I think that might have been the gameplay right there. Because it was two characters, two momentum.
That turned off an entire side of the board.
Yeah, because at that point this entire flank was wounded.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think you're right. I think that was the play of that was the play that kind of made the game. Absolutely. I don't think we really missed a lot of triggers. I think you maybe missed one trigger of your coordinated fire. And
I think I missed a coordinated fire.
But then you were force deprived a lot of it.
I was force deprived a lot of it, and the clones going down relatively early and basically saying, do you want to spend a force for coordinated fire? I don't. I have so much other things I want to spend force on, and not enough force.
Yeah, no, very true. And unfortunately, it was an economy thing, and like I said, I think my slow grind really just kind of whittled you down. And Dooku just being the absolute beast that he is, and because you put what I think it was like 4 or 5 actions into him to try and take him down.
He's so durable.
Super. Yeah.
You put him on a point, and he just decided, this is mine. You have to work way too hard to get me off of it, and by then it's too late.
Yeah, that surely you can do better is just so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I like it a lot. Oh, I just realized I probably actually could have done twice to probably double the fall as long as I didn't dash. Oh, because it's not a combat action I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have mattered. It doesn't really matter.
No, if that killed Anakin, that's it.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I couldn't have taken out Anakin.
No.
I could not have taken out Anakin, but I could have repositioned to get out of range of your double tab. Yeah, because I could have also repositioned in such a way where like I'm still on the point, but just out of range of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I could have strained you as well, so you're double. Do you want a double tap, son? But yeah, so there we go. That was a wild game. That first struggle was something else. That went back and forth. Had a lot of fun with that first struggle, and then by the time we moved into the second one, I just had so much attrition on you. But so there you go. Any final thoughts?
I need more force.
You need more force. Yeah, no, that's fair. I was strangely flush with it. But
no,
yeah,
I for real though, I think that this was a very fun game. I think Luminara needed a bit more diversity in the second struggle. I think I really should have picked the other thing because I could have been dashing these guys back assuming they picked back up.
That's fair. It would have been a lot harder for me to take these points as well, right? Because like I had this one on lockdown, and this one we were both kind of spread thin, so it was a lot easier for them to kind of go back and forth.
Yeah.
And then the Magna Guard just chasing Luminara.
Oh my goodness! I was super happy with her moving back and then just taking that point, and then the Magna Guard said, "No,
yep.
It's ours now."
No, they were cheap. I love the Magna Guard.
They're so fun.
They're so good. So, well, okay, there we go. That is another Shatterpoint Battle Report in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave your comments below. Let us know what you liked, didn't like. Let us know if we got anything wrong, because, I mean, this is a very complex game. Still getting things right and wrong all the time. And we will see you next time. Happy wargaming.